Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Fringe reaction. This is season 2 episode 2 and it's called The Night of Desirable Objects or something. Unusual title. In the last episode we got a new character introduced to us. Agent Jessup. She is going to become part of the Fringe investigation team, I think. Hopefully not at the loss of Astrid. So Jessup witnessed a previously empty car suddenly eject FBI agent Olivia Dunham from the windscreen, and then she investigated the Fringe division, which is probably a big no-no. She also met up with Peter, and Peter basically explained what was going on in the Fringe investigations, which is also very probably a big no-no. And then she went back to Walter's lab with Peter and got herself really involved in what was going on there at the time, investigating a shapeshifter. And all that is probably a small to medium no-no. Either way, she's in way over her head. And she's way in too deep to be ignored. She's got to become part of the Fringe investigations once Olivia properly recovers. She's in hospital because she was essentially in a car crash. She can't remember anything about her meeting with William Bell or anything else that occurred that we didn't see, that happened off screen. I've no doubt that William Bell gave her lots and lots of information about what's going on and what he's doing there, but she can't remember it. Is this because William Bell done something to her to cause her to forget? Which seems unlikely if he's gonna bring her to his new dimension. Why then wipe her memories of it? It must be something to do with the actual travel between the two dimensions. That's what I think. So the monster of the week was a shape-shifting creature from the other universe, using a device to change his shape, infiltrate what he needs to do, and the mission was to interrogate and kill Olivia, which he completely failed to do. I'm not entirely sure if there was one or two shapeshifters there, but I think there was only one, maybe. Eventually taking the place of Charlie and throwing Charlie's body into the incinerator. So Charlie's dead. He used a special typewriter to send messages and receive messages from the other universe. I wonder if that's going to become important later. Aside from that, we don't know what that was about, why these shapeshifters have infiltrated our world, reconnaissance, or is it the start of the war that is to come? We have no answers because Olivia is the only real person that knows or could possibly know exactly what's going on, and she has no memory of it. Okay then, so at the end of the last series I said that Peter had obviously been abducted from the other universe to take the place of dead Peter from this universe, from our universe. But there was a look when Walter and everyone were discussing the shapeshifter, there was a look he gave Peter, implying that maybe Peter's a shapeshifter, he just doesn't know about it yet, and that somehow Walter forced him into this into this shape, into this body. No, I think that might have been a red herring. I really do think that might have been a red herring. I think I was right the first time. And the last one was Broyles was about to go to Washington to basically have the Fringe division shut down because they weren't getting results. And Peter gave a device, the shape-shifting device, to Broyles to prove that they are getting results. Hopefully Fringe isn't going to be shut down. If it is, that's going to hamper and hinder Broyles and Olivia's investigations, but I don't think it will put a stop to them completely. Shut down or not, I think that those two will keep on digging regardless. Okay then, I have started taking notes now. Oh, it's a body.
You take care, Agent Dunham.
Right, I take it Olivia's getting a more or less clean bill of health now. Is he finding bodies?
Trolling the FBI database looking for any cases that were similar to Olivia's. Sudden disappearances.
This town has had 6 missing people in the last 2 months, 4 of which eyewitnesses say just disappeared into thin air.
Thought it was worth checking out.
How is she?
Olivia? Should be fine.
Yeah, she will be.
We're recreating your car accident.
Okay, Astrid, ready.
3, 2, 1.
No matter what I try, I can't make the frog disappear. You were missing from your car for at least an hour before you came crashing back through the windshield.
An hour? Is that all?
Simply disappeared.
He thinks you traveled to another universe.
Hello. Hello.
Has Sheriff Golightly? Special Agent Olivia Dunham.
I don't remember calling the FBI.
Well, your office has filed 6 missing persons reports.
7.
Now?
7. All under the same circumstances?
Same as the others, just disappear.
Be damned if I know what to make of it.
Well, we're all victims of our own gene pool. Someone must have peed in yours.
That's a little bit presumptuous and rude.
Understand, but I can get a special procedural order to...
Why are you so interested in this case?
Why can you hear a fly?
I'm sending you a victim sheet from a multiple missing persons case in Pennsylvania. Can you run the names and notify me if any red flags come up?
Sure. I just have to run there.
Okay. Thanks, Charlie. Bye.
Oh dear. Target trusts me completely. She still believes that I'm her partner.
I can't feel my hand. It seems the substance from Pennsylvania is a paralytic.
Which means that whoever took those people paralyzed them first, so they couldn't fight back.
Spider? Scorpion?
The base solution contains human DNA, male, I think. Of course, it's a mutation. Perhaps a whole new stage of human evolution. Wouldn't that be fantastic?
No.
Mr. Hughes. Olivia Dunham, this is Peter Bishop. We're wanting to ask you a few questions. There's someone else in this house. Did you hear that?
No. He didn't. She seems to have some sort of super sensory thing going on. Whoa.
Peter. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I
Bit,
thought I heard
trig-
something.
bit of trigger happy, aren't you there,
I
Olivia?
thought I heard someone.
You nearly just blew his head off.
So, I understand that you're a doctor,
Yes,
but you retired nearly 20 years ago.
that's right.
According to our records, in the wake of the disappearances, you visited with some of the victims' relatives. With Martin Shane's mother and Jennifer Thomason's husband.
Yes.
Were they former patients?
No,
Just friends?
No.
I hardly knew either of them. But I thought I could help them. I lost my wife and my son 17 years ago. She died, giving birth to him. He was mine. For 5 minutes, I had a son. I could never hurt these people.
It says in her report Dunham's gun went off.
Most of my time.
Yeah. Misfire.
No, just a miss. Really, it shouldn't have been a miss. You should be dead, Peter.
Send Agent Jessup to the Hughes house.
She's a trained FBI agent.
His wife's coffin down here.
I think they might be going a little bit too far. They've got no actual evidence against this guy, and now they're digging up his dead wife and baby. Yep, that's definitely a body.
Let's open the baby boys.
I'm not entirely sure they'd get that warrant.
Oh my god.
There's no body. It's like something dug its way in.
Or dug its way out.
Oh, the baby is the thing underground. And it wasn't human, and he's hung himself. Bugger.
We need to have Andre Hughes' body taken back to Walter Bishop's lab as soon as possible.
Already on its way.
Hey, Jim, it's Alex. Yeah, I know I'm late. Yeah, I'm leaving right now, right? Yeah, I understand. I'll take care of it. I'll call him right now.
Agent Dunham?
Now you know you've got super hearing.
Agent Dunham?
Walter, according to this, Hughes' baby wasn't entirely human.
It explains his research. Reproductive biology and gene replacement. I hypothesized that he may have used some scorpion DNA, an incredibly resilient creature, and also possibly something that lives underground, a mole rat.
Scorpions do paralyze their prey with toxin. It could explain the blue liquid.
So what's it doing? Feeding. Don't just stare at it, man. Right, now you know. Did it do that on purpose? Seems to have killed itself. Which is convenient. You've got to learn to focus that shit. What's Nina sent her to a bowling alley for?
You want a bowl? We close in 15 minutes.
No. I'm looking for Sam Weiss. Is he here?
Sam? No.
Well, do you know where I could find him?
Atlanta, Georgia. He met a girl. Moved away. That's it?
Excuse me?
You're giving up? I tell you, he met a girl and moved away, and you're just gonna give up?
No, well, it's obvious that you're Sam, but
You're Sam.
what else was she supposed to do? You told her where to find him, so...
Have the headaches started yet?
No.
That's good.
They will.
Force her to remember. Yep. That just seems like another Monster of the Week type scenario there. We've got a lot of things in the background that seem to be making a lot more sense in the long term, such as Olivia trying to remember what happened to her, where she went. She was missing only an hour. I thought it seemed like longer, even though we didn't experience it on screen. Anyway, Olivia seems to have super senses, especially super hearing, and Nina has sent her to Samwise to help her remember, help her heal. And he seems to know about, well, he seems to know about everything about the situation. Fake Charlie's still getting in on Olivia's good side, infiltrating quite nicely, and has now been ordered to help Olivia remember what she saw and who she spoke to, and then obviously to interrogate and kill her. Quite why the other side seem to want to know this information, I don't know. Isn't there another way that they could figure this one out? I mean, surely the other side were keeping tabs on her when she did the journey, so how is it that they don't know where she went and who she saw? Or maybe they do. Maybe they know exactly who she saw, they just don't know where he is and what he told her. That sounds more logical, actually. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. Jessup isn't really in on the action at the moment, but she's being used by Broyles on the sidelines. I think she's definitely going to come in as a full-time member of the team soon, but obviously not yet. But what is the super senses thing all about? Is that a side effect from crossing over? And if so, why hasn't Walter had that side effect? Because he's letting on more than he knows as well. Everything else, the dead baby, and that whole mystery just seems to be a little bit of a Monster of the Week, and it was all resolved nicely in the end. A little bit too conveniently, if you ask me. But it's all about that underlying threat. Fake Charlie. Obviously, the other side have got shapeshifters and soldiers ready to perform any mission that the other side requires them to do. So things are heating up, but they're heating up in the background. I just wonder what the next Monster of the Week is going to be next episode. I mean, they certainly keep keep it entertaining. It's almost as if the Monster of the Week part of it is now the background, and what was the background storyline is now starting to come morph into the main story. They're swapping over. Do it quicker is all I can say, please. Right, thank you very much for watching. I will think more about all this, what's going on, and how it all ties in another day. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Till then, keep well. Bye bye. Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another Leftovers reaction. This isn't Leftovers, this is Fringe. Bollocks.